Hi guys, welcome to this episode of Eating with the Andrew Angler. Let me get some more lighting over here. Let's see if this helps. Should help a little bit. Today we're going to be talking about how to throw crankbaits. I'm not going out on the water because in my last video I said I'm only going to be doing tips and tricks videos, so I'm going to be talking about crankbaits today. So with crankbaits, you want to kind of cast them near cover and rocks and along shorelines and banks. That's in mostly the fall and the spring. In the summer, you want to try using deep diving crankbaits. Trust me, they'll work. These fish are either going to be really, really deep, where it's nice and cool at the bottom, or they'll be really, really shallow. So in the summer, you can use shallow diving, deep diving, crankbaits, stuff like that. Also, you can use lures such as the rattle trap or what I had. I can't remember the name of it. It's a lipless crankbait. It has a really nice hydrodynamic shape to it, so it cuts through the water really easily. It makes those key vibrations that the fish will hone in on. So try using one of those to the lipless cranks. They get down faster because they don't have that lip and they don't float, so they get down faster. They have rattles in them, and you can just cruise them along the bottom without actually hitting the bottom of the water. With a regular crankbait, if you cast it down there, you have to bring it all the way to the bottom, and you couldn't keep it at a consistent depth. It would just keep on hitting the bottom, which may be what you want to do in summer, maybe not. Sometimes the fish like it a little bit more rowdy. Sometimes they like it a little tiny bit more finesse, where they're just swimming across on the bottom. Also, with crankbaits, you should match the hatch. If you guys don't know what that means, I actually am subscribed to somebody. You guys should know him if you fish, John B. He has thousands of subscribers. But you kind of have to match what the fish are feeding on with the bait that you're using, so you can get more strikes and bites off that bait. And also you have to pay attention to the depth of where those bait fish or crayfish are and try to match that too. So you get like a shallow crankbait if those shallow crankbait with a crayfish pattern if those crayfish are up higher in the rocks, and then a lower deeper diving crankbait like a minnow or shad color if they're down deeper, or you can go vice versa, shad close to the top, crayfish down at the bottom. Doesn't really matter as long as you match the hatch and match how much depth they are down, because if you do that, you'll get way more strikes because the fish will actually think it's actual bait fish. So, when you're casting these crankbaits, you should probably use a medium heavy to a heavy rod, because you're going to be needing to crank those things in and out of cover, hitting it into rocks and stuff, and you will have to be able to get that thing unstuck if it does get stuck. I know when you're by logs and timber, it's really easy to get them stuck, and it's also really hard. It's one of those in the middle things, but that's how I throw my crankbaits. If you guys have any other questions on crankbait fishing, or anything like that, like for hooks or anything like that, comment in the comment section below, and I'll get to that comment as soon as possible. And I might even make a follow-up video after this of what you guys ask me, if there's enough. If not, I'll just comment. One last thing, hooks. Hooks, okay? So, the crankbaits that I get and most anglers get, they usually skimp out on the hooks. They make, like, sometimes they'll make a really good quality little bait there, and then they don't want to waste as much money on the hooks. So you can actually take the hooks off the little O-ring that's attached to the crankbait that's keeping those hooks on. You take them off that, take both of them off, then I would suggest buying Gamakatsu hooks, treble hooks by the way, because Gamakatsu has served me pretty well in the past. I've never bent out a Gamakatsu hook, probably because I use the EWGs, but they're also a little bit more heavy duty. But anyways, the treble hooks from Gamakatsu, they're very, very sharp, sticky, and strong. So that should help you guys hook up with more fish, keep the fish on, and get them to the boat. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of the Andrew Anglers TV. That was a good cake.